Welcome back to another Team Tiermaker video. This one's brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook. I've got Talkin' Jake, Big Baby David, and Dalton Feely. I'm going to give them a list of players on tier lists, and they're going to have to match the teams that player played for in their career. All 30 teams are going to get used, so that's 30 points that you can get for placing teams correctly, and if you get an entire row of teams perfect, that's an additional point. So 39 points total on the board. Let's see who can get the most.
Okay, I see Mason Miller at the bottom. He's just A's, so that's easy. Miguel Cabrera. I see Tigers. Before that was Marlins.
Mason Miller, A's.
Bing bong.
And as of today, Yankees.
No.
Let's see. Ryan Zimmerman. Senor Natal.
Are you leaving Yankees there?
Oh, the mouse is fighting a little bit.
Yeah, it's giving you some problems.
I was born in the dark.
Ubaldo Jimenez. I said his name right. Jolly smiling off camera makes my day. So he's a little kooky. Rocky All-Star. I want to say he had some Cleveland time, and I want to say Baltimore.
McCutchen. Assuming I'm allowed to get weird with the order if I wanted to, but Pirates, Giants, Yankees, Phillies. You had that Brewers year. It's 2 years, just 1 year.
Cole Ragans. Now, this is your first tricky one, Jolly, because people could forget how he was performing for this Texas Rangers before he became the ace of the Kansas City Mouse Fighters.
Andrelton Simmons, he's a 3-team merchant. He was
toxic.
No, it wasn't toxic. I'm a nice guy. Great fielder, great glove. Arguably best defensive shortstop during his time. Why did I put the Twins first? I don't know. But he was a Twin, but before that he was a Brave. And he was an Angel, I believe, before the Twins. Or after. It's one of these.
Teoscar starts Astros, people forget.
Nice. That was one of the pitfalls. You got it.
Mouse killing me. It was Blue Jays famously. Mariners, and they let him leave because he strikes out. And then Dodgers this year.
Teoscar Hernandez. Who I believe came up at Toronto. Or no, I think there's Houston right before Toronto.
Nicely done, Jay.
Thank you. I love Teoscar. Underrated. Well, he strikes out. Don't care. Do not care.
Now, Teoscar might have another team, but I only remember him as a Blue Jay. If there's some sneaky fourth team, that's fucked up. Yeah. Now, McCutchen and Tommy Pham. This ought to be interesting. Let's get ready to rumble. This is going to be a shit show. Tommy Pham started with St. Louis. We're going to do that first. Bang. McCutchen started with the Pirates. We'll do that first. Bang. So we got those. McCutchen and Tommy Pham. So let's just do teams. Tommy Pham was a mouse. Hey, the fuck.
Relax. Give it a little reset.
Ubaldo. He's for sure Rockies, Orioles, and Cleveland. I think he goes Cleveland then Orioles. And that feels super correct. Andrelton Simmons. I want to. Starts in Atlanta feels right. I know he has Angels. I know he has Cubs. I know he has Twins.
Now, this is where things get interesting. Because I know San Francisco, Philly, and the Yankees are in there. I want to say it's... Did he do 2 Philly stints? I'll go San Francisco. I got to take it from Mason Miller. Tough.
Tommy Pham, he was a snake. Snake's alive. He was on that magical team, 2023, Cinderella. He was a Red Sox, too. White Sox. He was most recently a White Sox, besides getting traded. Red. Is Tommy Pham on the Reds, or am I thinking of Jock? Ooh, interesting. Okay, skip that.
Diamondbacks, the end. The Mets traded him there. Red Sox into that year. Reds got him there.
Making it tough on me over here.
I think you're doing all right. I didn't deserve that. I really didn't. Where'd that come from?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Noodle the dog.
How's Noodle doing?
Okay.
Sorry?
Kutch ever a brewer? Why is that in my head?
Hmm.
That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Tommy Pham. God damn it.
What?
It's just unfair.
What do you mean?
I mean, St. Louis.
You're fine.
I mean, Tommy Pham can't. The order's just not going to happen. So let's
You're
get
giving
over
up on that?
I mean,
That's
no
crazy.
chance. Red Sox. Briefly, people forget. Diamondbacks. Briefly, people remember. White Sox be getting that for show. Tommy Pham was a Met and a Padre?
You're kind of cooking. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Met. Padre. Oh, boy.
I like where you're at.
How many teams am I using?
You're using all 30.
Oh, fuck. Tommy Pham was also a Met with the Padres, too. That's 6 teams. McCutchen was a Giant. Tommy Pham was a Ray.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is where we get interesting.
You've landed in a good spot.
Yeah. We're using all 30? Really?
All 30. Thank you so much to DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. Right now, you can use promo code JMBaseball. It's in the channel name. It's on the screen. You can't miss it. Every Tuesday, so yesterday, when this video comes out, we are competing in the John Boy Media DraftKings DFS Fantasy League. You set a lineup full of players playing in tonight's games, and you accrue points based on their performance. If you have the most points in our league, you have a shot to win cash prizes and say that you know more about baseball than people who literally work at a baseball media company. And isn't that just the sweetest thing ever? So, DraftKings right now, promo code JMBaseball. Check out our John Boy Media DFS League. It's a lot of fun.
I want to say it's this. He starts he either starts Tampa, then goes to St. Louis, or starts St. Louis, goes to Tampa. I think he's one of those. Starting in St. Louis feels right, actually, but I feel like in recent news would be talked about more. And I feel like I should be allowed to cheat the system and just throw that at the end. And you're none the wiser that I couldn't remember.
Man, I have an image of Kutch as a Brewer, which is really throwing me off. It feels right and wrong. Man, Andrelton is getting really tricky for me. Because he was a Brave, a Hall of Famer. People forget. Cubs.
Can't believe you remember that.
Hall of Famer. Angels, Hall of Shamer, Jamer Candelario. He was a Twin. Remember that?
Might have been.
Yeah. I believe Ubaldo was in Cleveland. Which one of these players was a Cincinnati Red? I mean,
did Teoscar start with like the frickin' Astros? And I don't know. It's one of those JD Martinez vehicles. Could be. Tommy Pham played with 8 teams. I have 7 teams. That means
How do you know that?
mathematically speaking, he has 1 team missing.
Good job.
Thank you. All right. So these 4 teams are interesting. They don't ring a bell. McCutchen was a Ranger. Maybe. Cubs, Reds, and Astros. Tommy Pham screams like a Red, but now he might be getting that confused with Jock Peterson, the old Slapperoo duo. And I can't. Yeah, he was a Red. He wasn't a Cub. He was a Red. The order's not right, but he was a Red.
I think he's Cardinals, then Rays.
Okay.
Because is Pham the slapdick prospect trade?
I don't know.
Cause that's not the Snell trade, because that's...
Well, Snell's the one that says it.
Because he's saying it. He's the one upset that the Rays got a slapdick I think it's Pham. Which would mean he starts St. Louis. I'm trying to remember what that trade would have been. And nobody else would have been Rangers over instead of Reagans. So that feels awesome.
Are we locked?
I'm doing one re-rack just to make sure I don't think Ubaldo is Orioles then Cleveland. I think I have it that he's Cleveland then Orioles. Either way, gave Trevor Plouffe fits. I think I'm locked.
could be Ubaldo. Could be Andrelton. But I think Andrelton's teams are filled in my head. And Teoscar I believe in. So then you just have to assume Tommy Pham did the old Cincinnati pit stop. Not the Yankees. Okay. White Sox would be the most recent. Snakes would be before that, right? Hey, man, I think this is the best I've done on this. I'm leaving it.
You're leaving it?
Yeah.
Cashing out.
Why do I have Kutch on the Brewers? That's real, right?
Are you cashing out?
I'm cashing out.
Oh, Simmons was a Cub too, wasn't he?
Might have been.
Maybe. Who knows? That's the name of the game, Susan. Let's see. Hernandez and Simmons I'm kind of unsure about, but I feel okay leaving it. But McCutchen, I feel like that's not right. Lock in.
Jay, I got good news. You've placed all 30 teams correctly. So that's 30 points right off the ding-dong. All 30 teams were correctly placed, so instantly 30 points off the bat for you. Nicely
Huge.
done.
I felt good about having the teams in the rows they needed.
Yes. Dalton, you placed 29 of 30 teams correctly.
No, really?
29 of 30.
That's a shame.
Because the Royals received Cole Reagans in a trade with the Rangers for Chapman.
No!
That was
right. That was last year.
That's the reaction I was waiting for.
That was last year. Fucking Aroldis was the deal.
So by default,
it was Aroldis. Oh my gosh.
You won't be our high score. Let's talk about your rows.
Right.
Obviously, Zimmerman and Miller are correct because
Right.
they're only one team, so that's a perfect row. That's 2 points. Reagans is correct. He went Texas to Kansas City
Yep.
for Aroldis Chapman. Miggy Cabs is correct. Only played for those 2 teams ever, so you got 4 perfect rows. Ubaldo. Let's see if I got my math right.
Was he
here.
Balt then Colorado?
I believe he was Cleveland before Baltimore,
Okay.
so it won't be a perfect row. That's kind of tough to remember, though. Andrelton was a Brave, then an Angel, then a Twin, then a Cub. So no perfect
Don't
there.
care.
But Teoscar was perfect. You nailed that. I thought the Astros part may have been a little tricky.
Yeah, that'll get someone.
You got that. So
It
that's
is a
good.
little bit of a fun fact for him.
A little
But
bit. I'm happy to report that Kutch was a Brewer, like
Okay.
you intended, but he was a Brewer after he was a Philly.
okay.
So no point there. And then Tommy Pham, I mean, you gave up on it. All you had to do was move San Diego next to Tampa Bay, and it's perfect, which I was kind of shocked you cashed out. So you almost
I
had that.
fought on Tommy Pham at the end.
Yeah, you did?
This is, yeah.
Jake, you did very well.
Yeah. No, this is incredible. I'm
35
great.
out of 39.
I'm great.
Obviously, Zimmerman and Miller are perfect. They only played for the one team, so 2 points there.
Oh, there's a chance Simmons I need to
Reagans.
swap to.
Reagans is Texas to Kansas City for Aroldis Chapman, so you're perfect there. 3 extra points takes you to 33. Miggy Cabs goes Florida to Detroit, so there's another point there for 34. Ubaldo, you got it right. It was Cleveland to Baltimore, 35. Andrelton Simmons was a Twin before he was a Cub, so you won't get a point for that row.
Right when we started looking at it, I was like,
Teoscar was perfect. You'll get a point there. Houston, people forget. Kutch, nicely done, because that Yankee month is kind of tricky. And then he's Brewers at the end before he goes back to the Pirates, so perfect there. And then Tommy Pham, your late switch was correct. He was a St. Louis Cardinal first, then a Ray, then a Padre. He goes Reds to Boston in one season, Mets to Arizona in one season, and then he's on the White Sox this year. So the only blemish is a little swap between the Cubs and Twins that'll hold you back. Otherwise, you were 38 out of 39. Nicely done.
well,
Too easy? Or you're just that guy?
just kind of cracked.
Maybe. Just knows Tommy Pham's baseball reference.
Just I can work backwards on Tommy Pham.
He looks at it almost every day.
Sneaky often.
Well, impressive showing for the 3 boys. Nobody got lower than 35 points on their tier list, so shout out to you guys. BBD comes away with the highest score, just 1 off a perfect game, but this was pretty tough, so shout out to him. Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the JM Baseball channel if you enjoy the content, and we'll see you guys next time for another video.